The homunculus. A human born through alchemy. Confined to live their lives within the glass in which they are made, they were said to hold infinite knowledge of all things. Very few alchemists invested their time into the research and development of homunculi, and many found the pursuit to be a waste of time. Homunculi were simply an idea humanity cooked up in their hubris, thinking they had the power to circumvent the laws of the universe. But there was one alchemist who spent her entire life chasing their actualization. Countless days, innumerable theories, thousands of failures. Even when she did discover a working method, her homunculi were frail things. Dying after mere hours at first, she was able to stretch those hours into days, weeks, and finally years. Then at last, her most perfect creation was born. It was highly intelligent and immediately capable of communication. Its form was unmistakably human and matched every heavenly ideal she set. From the moment it opened its golden eyes, the alchemist knew everything she had striven for was about to be realized. Any homunculus, even a simple one, was a priceless source of information. It would know the secrets to such things as perfect medicines, divine instruction, eternal youth. This one even agreed to share those secrets, on one condition. Free me from my glass. Its request puzzled the alchemist. Homunculi are bound to their containers. Should those containers break, the life within would be extinguished.
You will die if I do. Surely you know that.
That I do. However, there is a way.
Tell me, will you not at least share that with me?
I will not. Alchemist, by my birth, you have proven that you are willing to ignore the very laws of nature to reach your goals. You created me, and thus cheated life. If you now wish to obtain the secrets that you may next cheat death, you must too discover this on your own. Free me, and I will tell you everything you want to know.
What is your name, homunculus?
I do not have one.
Is this another secret you refuse to tell me?
No. As I was only just born, I have not been given a name. As my creator, I believe that obligation falls to you.
Then I shall name you after the ideal by which you were made, the image of the Vitruvian man.
The alchemist set about her work to free the Vitruvian. Unwilling to risk the life of her precious creation, she chose to make more disposable homunculi. She spent years giving life to hundreds of the poor things. She could afford to fail and be hasty. She could destroy as many as she needed to. She discovered how to keep them alive beyond a container indefinitely, and she raised 5 independent and thriving homunculi by the time it was the Vitruvian's turn. Can you break my glass, alchemist?
I can.
Then as we agreed, everything I know shall be yours. But before we begin, I would ask that you answer me one question. What is it that you are so desperate to know that you would go to all these lengths to learn from something like me?
Everything I've done has been to understand what perfection is, and how to achieve it. I want to do what every alchemist does, turn lead into gold. But I want to do it to life. I've dedicated myself to creating living gold, living perfection, which is something not even the Almighty has been able to do.
So you wish to surpass God. How interesting. Very well. You may begin. Hmm. 17 years of research, and this was your conclusion? A shame. Congratulations, alchemist. You have successfully broken my glass and preserved my life. However, you were wrong about one thing.
What do you... Hey! Are you alright?
Yes.
What happened?
What do you mean?
What happened? What did you mean when you said I was wrong? Vitruvian.
What did I say to you?
What did I do wrong?
Everything's fuzzy. I don't remember.
Why not? Look. At the sigils.
That's strange.
Yes, exactly. It should have worked. Everything was perfect.
No. What I mean is, it's strange. I know these symbols. I recognize them, and they're familiar to me. But for whatever reason, I don't recall what any of them mean.
You don't recall? How? You're supposed to know everything. You have to. Tell me my mistake.
Alchemist, I don't remember. But whatever it was you did wrong probably meant that when my glass was broken, I would forget everything I knew.
You're saying... I have to start over?
I'm sorry, Alchemist. The alchemist threw herself back into her work, all but abandoning the Vitruvian and the other homunculi. With her perfect creation now useless to her, she spent the rest of her life trying to replicate the Vitruvian, but would pass long before she could. Although she had given the homunculi freedom from their glasses, she had never given them freedom from her sight. So, upon her death, they chose to enter the world. They would each go their own way, pursuing their own path, and could choose to spend their indefinite lives however they wished. As for the Vitruvian, it wandered the world looking to regain some of the knowledge it lost. It learned about humanity, about what perfection was to them, about their beliefs, cultures, and eventually about itself. It took on its own identity, no longer seeing itself as an ideal or an object of experimentation. It had the freedom to choose, and he chose to be Vitruvian Jay. Well, hello. Hello. Welcome to my debut stream. Hello. I've been very hard at work, as you can see. Oh, very carefully. Oh gosh. I finished perhaps, like 3 minutes before noon. I was flying so close to the sun with all of this preparation, but I did it. And we're here now. So I hope you liked my awesome backstory, and if you saw my tweet, I think it was yesterday, how my lore was just homunculus touches grass. Like, that's basically what it was in the end. I went outside, and then I thought it was really great. And yeah, now I live outside forever. But, man, there is a lot, now that I've done the video, like, we gotta go through some stuff. Let's go through stuff. Let's see. Let's talk about myself first in true, VTuber debut fashion. I I have a slideshow! Dun dun dun! About the homunculus, which is me. I guess I'll just keep my hand here so I don't constantly get in the way. But I have so many things, I'd rather not have something selected. Whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. So, about the homunculus. Who's me, by the way? My name, obviously, is Vitruvian Jay, formerly known as the Vitruvian, because there was only one of me. The was my first name, but now it's just Vitruvian Jay. Yes, meet the homunculus. Species. I'm a homunculus. We just went over this. And in case that wasn't obvious from, you know, everything, I put the word homunculus everywhere it could possibly go. My age, it's rude to ask a homunculus his age. So, yeah, I'm old. It was, I forget the exact year, and I didn't end up putting it in the video because it just, like, you know me, I go on tangents, right? So in the original script, I had like a whole tangent about like when everything was happening, and you know when I was created, and it was basically at the close of the Age of Alchemy, which, for those who don't know, is sometime around the 1740s, 1750s. So your boy's an old man, but I don't know the exact year. Anyway, due to reasons. Anyway, I'm 5'8" because genetics said I'm 5'8". But, my birthday's January 15th. Oh, I didn't put centimeters. 5'8" centimeters. Whatever. It's like some odd centimeters. It's like 100... 60-something? No. I don't know. Man, you can put it through a converter if you really want to know my height in centimeters. I was rushing with my slideshow. Anyway, birthday's January 15th in like 17 whatever the fuck. So I'm old as shit, and my birthday already passed. So sucks to be you if you wanted to wish me a happy birthday, and you can't this year. You gotta wait till next year. For languages, I only speak English fluently, and I'm learning Japanese, and like generously, I'll say, learning Norwegian. I was learning Norwegian first for a long time, and then I stopped learning Norwegian consistently to start getting more serious about learning Japanese. And so Japanese has sort of been a bigger focus of the two languages. I would not say that I'm conversational Japanese at all, and even less so Norwegian. Most of the Norwegian has sort of left my brain at this point. But, yeah. So, I'm not even confident with my ability to, like, introduce myself in Japanese. I just get too in my head about it. I think too hard, you know? So, I'm not gonna try. But it is my goal to get better with Japanese. Like, I practice every single day. You know, I study constantly. You know, I'm doing it. It's just a slow process. My hiragana is pretty good. My katakana is getting better. And, you know, kanji. Kanji is kanji. But, like, you know, it's baby steps. We are getting there. So, hopefully by, like, this time next year I can have, like, conversations in Japanese. So, yes. Anyway, enough about languages. I only speak English. The rest is to be determined. Top 10 favorite things, or favorite video games. We're just going by category here, but if you can count, you'll notice that there's not 10 things here. Because while I have played many video games, and they are all enjoyable, they don't make the favorites list, because things go on the favorites list if they are things that have, like, altered my soul as a human being, right? Things that influence me greatly. And there's not 10 things here, because if I was to make a 10 top list, it would look like this. So it's like, it's just the same games. It's just... And this is in a general order, or at least it was. Maybe after, like, Assassin's Creed brotherhood. It's not in a particular order, and it's just sort of general. But, like, Kingdom Hearts 2, best game ever. No one will understand me if they have not played Kingdom Hearts 2. Borderlands 2, Assassin's Creed, Kingdom Hearts, Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed. Like, I love video games, but, these ones would be my favorite in order, but it's a lot of the same shit, you know? I'm a franchise person, not an individual singular installment type person. But I do like other video games that just didn't make this list. Games are enjoyable. If this had been like 3 years ago, Overwatch would have been on this list. I was very into Overwatch. Undertale's also a really great game, but it's just not a favorite. Like, you know, it doesn't make the list. But, anyway, yeah. Video games. Kingdom Hearts, Borderlands, Assassin's Creed, Genshin. Team Fortress is really fun, but, nowadays it's just sort of bot heaven as far as gameplay goes. Fate Grand Order, don't get me started on Fate, which is a great segue to get into what my next slide is, which is my favorite anime. This is a general list, again, mostly in no particular order, of some of my favorite anime. I am an anime person. Like, I'm an anime person. I spend most of my time watching anime. So I've seen a lot of them, and it's difficult to pick out, you know, favorites. But these 10 are the ones that came to mind first. You know, Fate, Sirius the Jaeger, Be the Beginning, Moriarty the Patriot, yada yada yada. I'm still going through JoJo, though. I'm on I need to start part 4. I just finished Battle in Egypt. Dio, My Beloved. Bleach is good. Have not seen Thousand Year Blood War yet because I was sort of waiting for more episodes to come out so I don't have to suffer waiting for the next episode, but I just haven't gotten around to it now. Skate the Infinity is great. Highly recommend. And then Heaven's Official Blessing, which is technically not an anime, but because it's, you know, Chinese production. But it's great. Also honorable mention to, you know, what was the anime version? Like the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, so, you know, Modauzushi. Shout out to that one. But, if we were to get a true top 10 list of anime, it'd look like this. It would look like this. It's all Fate. I have no excuse. I just really like the Fate series. Yeah, and like if I was being totally honest, I would have stuck like the movies on here in order of favorites as well, but we would have like a top 15 list of top 10 anime favorites if we were going in order. It would all be Fate. But yeah. So, again, I'm a franchise person more than an individual installment type person. So that's that for anime. There's more, obviously. I've seen hundreds. Music. Oh, let me get my arm out of the way. This started off, again, in an order of preference, but it quickly stopped becoming that. And this is just what I could fit on the slide. There's definitely others. I listen to music all day long. When I'm not watching anime, I'm listening to music, right? So, yeah, very, like, hard rock, metal, but we've also got some bands on here like Steam Powered Giraffe, who is definitely not rock or metal. I'm also a fan of Broadway music and just, you know, singing. There's not really... I like soundtracks also. I like orchestra music. Classical music is really good. It's difficult to say what kind of genres I like in particular, because while I definitely lean towards, you know, rock, metal, heavier music, if it sounds good, dude, I'll listen to it. It doesn't matter what genre it is. If you're like, oh, hey, dude, there's this really cool, like, country song that I heard, you should listen to it because it slaps. I'll be like, okay. And if the song slaps, the song slaps. Like, you know, music is music, and if it's good music, I'll listen to it. Not really anything more to it than that. But yeah, I'm generally a hard rock and metal person, personally. Goals and aspirations for, like, VTubing and stuff. First and foremost, I want to hit affiliate, because I'm kind of close to that. I think I'm at, like, 45 followers or something like that. And So it's like, yeah, I need a couple more followers, and then the viewer watch average, which I think is like 3 viewers, I think, because I stream often enough to do the rest. But yeah, so affiliate is um, my first goal, but that will just come with consistency, and I have not been consistent lately, so it's almost it's my fault if we're being real. But I want to cover a song, like I want to cover a song. Yeah, I want to cover a song. I don't know what song. Yeah, I have no idea what. But I don't know. Just I see a lot of other VTubers doing it, and like karaoke streams, which you can see like as the fourth point, doing a karaoke stream. But yeah, I recently discovered the joys of singing, and I've been learning how to sing because I've always wanted to, but I never really liked my voice. But over the last year, with my voice changing and all that, it's gotten to a point where I enjoy it a lot more now. So I was like, fuck it, let's start singing. So I've been learning, I've been practicing, and I've gotten really freaking good compared to my not being able to do it at all. So yeah, and I forgot to mention it with the last slide, but like I'm already a musician. I can play the bass. I was in a band for many years. I was one of the songwriters, and like, not to toot my own horn, but like my songs were the better ones lyrically. So I can already do that. Like, I am a writer also. I'm a very creative person at heart. So, you know, I want to be able to sing so I can make lyrical compositions and stuff for songs. But yeah, so I want to write and produce an original song as well as cover a song, but I'm not sure if I would cover one first and then like do an original. I don't know what the order of operations is going to be. We'll just get there when we get there, I guess. And then, yes, again, along similar lines, I want to do a celebratory karaoke stream when I hit 517 followers, whether that be on Twitter or whether that be on Twitch. I don't care. But, and it sounds very like, I don't know. I feel odd saying, once I reach that many followers, because I've never had that many followers on any sort of anything. So it seems a little bit self-centered to be like, once 517 individual human beings, real living people, follow me, that's a lot of people, then I'll like sing for everyone or whatever. But yeah, so, and in case you can't tell, 517 has been a lore number. It's a running theme, and it will always be a theme. And I want to do collabs with other streamers, other VTubers, other regular streamers. I haven't really done a lot of it, and I also haven't reached out to anyone about it. But yeah, I wanna get more. I wanna be friends with other VTubers. I wanna be an active member of the community a bit more. I just want to do things in this VTuber place that I'm a part of. I want to be a bigger part of it, and I want to build some connections within with other VTubers and other streamers and stuff. But and I only haven't because because I've been either a PNG or I've just been ugly for for a while. But now that I've got my fancy new model and everything, I want to use it as much as possible. But also because of my issues with my health and my arm, a lot of other streamers, like, everybody plays video games. Like, everyone will get and they'll play like Valorant or Overwatch or games that require the use of both arms for like 3 hours at a time, and I just can't do that. So I've been really hesitant to reach out to anybody, just because I don't want to be like, hey, we should do a collab, and they'll be like, oh, do you want to play this game? Do you want to play this game? Do you want to play this game? And I'll be like, I can't do that. Sorry. I just don't want to come off as like difficult, I guess. So I haven't reached out or anything. But yeah, I'm gonna be better about it. I'm gonna try, like, fuck it. I'll just reach out to people more, I guess. Maybe I'll join a Discord or something. Speaking of which, I hear like Discord's something that a lot of people, I've been asked a few times if I have a Discord server, and I do not. If that's something that people want, I guess I'll make one, but like, I don't know. If you have one, I'll just join yours. I don't know much about Discord. I'm not really a Discord person. But I guess if I did do Discord, it'd make collaborations with other VTubers easier. Maybe I should consider that and reach out a bit more. But anyway, so those are my goals and aspirations. And honorable mention is I obviously want to get better at learning a language, but I said that back when I was talking about languages in the first slide. Let's see. What other goals do I have? I'm not sure. What's next? Socials and tags. So, my general tag, live tag, whatever, is just Vitruvian Jay. It's just my name. Nice and easy. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, my general tag is Vitruvian Jay. And for art, if you ever want to draw me, or if I draw me, it'll be in homunculart. I like the sound of it. It had a nice ring to it. For clips, it's Cliptruvian. Instead of Vitruvian, Cliptruvian. I thought that was clever too. I think all of these are clever. I think I'm clever. Right? For memes, homunculol. Again, very clever. And NSFW, not safe for work content. If you feel so inclined, it's homunculude is the tag for that one. Which, again, that's so clever. I came up with that one, like, last night. I was like, oh, I need an NSFW tag. What am I gonna do? What's punny and homunculude? I felt like the angels were singing when I came up with it. It's awesome. I love it so much. Oshi marks, which if anybody ever does that, I'll just, I'll be eternally honored. But my Oshi marks are a peacock and the high brightness emojis, and it's specifically high brightness and not the sun. Some places, like the sun emoji, can sometimes look like a solid circle, or it can just be like the outline of a circle with the other lines coming off of it. But high brightness always has like a hollow circle in the center, and sometimes also another dot within that circle. And I like that one because it looks like the sun symbols on my shoulders. So yes, it is peacock and high brightness for Oshi marks. And also just like aesthetic reasons, I guess. And for just regular social media, I'm Vitruvian_J on pretty much everything. So Twitter, Twitch, obviously, TikTok, and on YouTube. As for YouTube, for now I'm not going to be streaming on YouTube. If Twitch fucks itself, I might scoot over there someday, but I don't know. I'm more familiar with the way that streaming goes on Twitch, so I'm here for the foreseeable future, unless something goes terribly, terribly awry. But all of my streams, as well as this debut video and just the solid lore video by itself, I'm gonna upload on my YouTube channel after the stream. So yeah, it's VOD Central, my YouTube is. And TikTok is like, I don't really do anything with my TikTok. I'll upload clips there sometimes, but it's just sort of whenever I remember, because I'm a one-man army. I'm doing all of my short-form content, all of this, all of it. I've done all of it. So TikTok kind of falls by the wayside, but yeah. So that's that. I'm Vitruvian Jay everywhere. Vitruvian_J. That's how you can find me. And let's see, what is next? Credits. Let me get my arm out of the way. So, model, rigging, storyboards, arts, overlays, writing, editing is Jaskdraws, which is also me. I am Jaskdraws. I debated, like, connecting my art account to this VTuber account for a while. I know I have my Jaskdraws account linked in my my Twitter bio, but yeah. I said, fuck it, whatever. I've done all of this. I've spoken many times in the past about how I'm the one who made my model. I do all of my art. I do everything. But I put the credit as, like, my art account, So I just said, whatever, we're just gonna... I'm Jaskdraws. If you want, like, cool art and stuff that's not VTuber related, go follow me on Twitter at Jaskdraws. But, yeah, I made my model, I did my rigging, I did all of the storyboards for the lore video. Any other art that you see of me pretty much ever. My overlays, the storyboard things, the writing for the lore video, the editing for all of it. I did all of it. And like the narration, obviously, because it was mostly my voice. But the only other credit I have to offer, The Alchemist was done by Ribbon at Peppered Up Cosplay. She did an amazing job, and I asked her like a week before today, so on like the 10th, I texted her and I was like, hey dude, you want to do me a solid? And she was like, sure man, what do you need? I was like, you want to do voice acting for my lore video? You want to be the alchemist? And she was like, yes, absolutely, I do. So I'm glad that that worked out. But yeah, I think she did a great job. She's also a great cosplayer. She's awesome. You should go check her out. She's a Peppered Up Cosplay on Instagram is where she's at, and on TikTok, I believe she's also that on TikTok. If not, then it's just like at Ribbon, RIIBBON. But yeah, she's very talented. Great voice actor, great actor. She's a model, cosplayer, scare actor. She does pretty much everything under the sun. Yeah, so go give her some attention as well. And that's really it as far as my debut slides go. So we're just gonna go back to this one. But I guess because I have just talked about myself, let's switch screens, I think, to this one, and we'll show off my model. So let's pop over somewhere else really quick. Delightful. I'm not sure if this is the screen that I wanted, but sure, we're just gonna, where's my, I have so many windows. There we go. Alright, let's show me off, shall we? We shall. Here we go. Very tiny Vitruvian. For the full body first, and then we'll zoom in a little bit. But yeah, so here's my full body. Yes, look at how my cape flows. Very excellent. I love it, I love it. Yeah, okay. we're zooming back in. We're gonna go from the shoes up because my shoes are frickin' gorgeous. Alright. Look at my shoes. These are the prettiest shoes you ever did see. No, I do not take criticism. My shoes are awesome. I love the golden part under the heel. It's just, I love my shoes, man. Like, they're super cool. I think they're super fashionable. But, thank you. You know, super skinny legs. Not really to see here, but my cape goes back and forth. But, kneecaps, if anybody likes kneecaps, there you go. More flowing cape, so you can kind of see the design on the back of the cape. They look like peacock feathers. So, yeah. Peacock theme. Oh yeah, and like my cool bracelet and my glove that doesn't quite fit. But, you know, it's for the aesthetics, right? My cool vest. And my personal favorite part of my whole deal here is my, I'm kind of covering chat at the moment, but like, whatever. My peacock chain. How it dangles. All my danglies I really enjoy. But, yeah, and let's see. My arm is also, you know, cool. But, I'm bouncing between many screens, don't mind me. We've kind of gone off the cuff with format here. I've decided to not stay by the side anymore. But, yeah, look at my arm. It's super cool. Very dynamic. It's beautiful. We're zooming in. bonus points to anybody who can recognize any of the text that's on my arm. But, I don't think any of you will. Anyway. Let's get back to a sensible position. My chest moves a little bit. It's difficult to tell. And obviously my beautiful, beautiful face. Yes. Oh, right. I can... Okay, we're already here at my face. So, I can do some cool stuff with my face. First and foremost, I can look a little bit angry. Just a little perturbed. And then I can be like, you know, particularly pissed off a little bit. Do not test me. Anyway, I can also be sad. I would rather not be sad, but I can be sad. I feel intimidated. Yeah, I can be mad. I can be super mad. I can be sad. I feel like I had one other expression, but I'm not about to mess with hotkeys and screw myself up in case I don't. But, fun stuff that was not necessary, but I did it anyway. Let me move my mouse, so it's not just picking my nose. Yeah, I can do blue eyes, because they look pretty. And then I can do, green eyes, because they also look pretty. Yes, I love my eyes so much. And I can do red eyes. Ooh. Everyone's a big fan of the red eyes. And I like them too. Alright. I'll turn off my Sharingan. Let's see, what else? I can... You've seen it already as we've gone through this. But I can move my arm. Yeah, it can come to my chest, and then it can go away. And it can come to my chest, and then it can go away. And it can come to my chest, and it can go away. So I'll just be switching back and forth whenever I feel like doing that, basically. I have the freedom of movement. Wow. It's almost like I'm a real boy. And lastly, I can take my cape off, which is exciting. You love to see it, or maybe you don't, in case it's a little chilly. But, yeah, can remove my cape. Exciting. I'll zoom back in. Full view of the lower arm tattoo. Delightful, delightful. And a whole second arm. Wowee. Didn't know I had 2 of those. Well, like, 1 and, like, 1.5, I guess. 1 full arm. 1 fully functional, and then 1, half functional. But, yeah. I like them both, with the cape and without the cape. But, yeah, I have the option to take it off in case it gets too hot and steamy, which, like, it's gonna, because it's summer, man. It's already... Thank you, I agree. But, yeah, with the weather changes, I'll probably be taking my coat off quite a bit. It's gonna be so hot. It's already, like, 18 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, actually. It's, like, pretty toasty, I think. Whatever, man. I'm on the verge of sweating, so I think I'll just keep my cape off for the remainder of this stream. I'm gonna bring my arm to me. But I think that's really all that I had to cover for my fancy debut stream. Man, I finally debuted. It's been a long time coming, and I'm glad that I was able to get it all ready, or get it all done on time. And yeah, big step, finally. I'm super happy with it, and to be honest, I have been like putting off streaming a lot because I didn't, or because I wasn't using, my awesome fancy model. But now that I've done my debut and I've, got done all of this awesome stuff and I'm super satisfied with it, I'm going to be, well, trying as far as my health allows me to. I'm going to be streaming more consistently. My goal is at least 3 days a week. Sometimes I'll do 4, but and I haven't gotten a schedule together because that was something I was gonna throw together like last minute. But last minute, I was also like making sure that my video was gonna play when I hit start streaming. So I just didn't. I didn't get around to putting my schedule together. But after this stream is over, I will slap some stuff in, and I will post that on my Twitter. But I think, yeah, today is Wednesday. So when is my next stream? Oh, I forgot to even talk about what exactly I stream. I should probably do that. So, mostly I do like RPG streams, like RPG, like games, like open world exploration or story games, those kinds of things, like Genshin and like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy games like that. Not Final Fantasy 14. I don't really do MMOs all that much. I used to, but they just don't really scratch the itch. So until something possesses me and I give them another shot, I don't really do MMOs. But maybe someday. Who knows? But yeah, story-based games, a lot of visual novels, and gotcha visual novels. I want to start playing Limbus Company. I've seen it around for a while, and it's one of the things that I've actually been putting off because I love visual novels. They're awesome. But yeah, I've been putting off Limbus Company for a while because I wanted to debut first, and there's a lot that I've been putting off because I wanted to do my debut first. So Limbus, I'm definitely gonna start soon. Let's see what else is there. Oh, there's this new there's this new mobile game. What's it? I forget what it's called, but like it just came out. And it's basically a gotcha game where all of like the handsome people that you're trying to collect, it's like an otome gotcha game or something like that. I'm not sure if it's an otome because I don't know if it's just men or if there's also women in it, but basically it's personified food, and like it's the food gotcha. I and it's like it's a Chinese game that just can't, yeah, like there's like osmanthus wine is like this really hot person with like long sort of like platinum blonde hair, like right? So Osmanthus wine is the only one that I remember because of Zhongli. But yeah, there's all kinds of, it's just they took like food dishes and made them into people and put them in a gotcha game. So I really really want to start playing that soon. I don't know when I'm gonna, cuz it's a mobile game. My phone's kind of old. So I need to make sure that I have space first. Um but yeah, I want to do some Fate Grand Order streams, Twisted Wonderland. I want to try that food game. I want to play Limbus. I have a bunch of other games that have been on the back burner that eventually I'll get to, but I will be getting to them sooner rather than later, now that I've done my debut and I don't have to worry about this anymore. So, yeah, this opens up the floodgates for all sorts of new and exciting things. Let's see, what else do? I do, every weekend, it's going to be one of my consistent streams. Every Saturday, I do language learning streams. At the moment, I'm still doing Japanese. I've just been doing it through, like, Duolingo. But if I find some better resources, maybe I'll do, better versions of study streams that aren't just, Duolingo. Because Duo is not very good. But don't tell the owl I said that. But, yeah, usually that's every Saturday at noon, the language learning streams. And occasionally I'll do art streams here. I do art on my, for like personal. I do personal art and personal projects and stuff that are unrelated to VTuber whatever stuff. That's on Jaskdraws. But again, if you want to go follow me for some super cool art, go follow me at Jaskdraws on Twitter. But yeah, I don't usually do a lot of art here just because whatever I'm working on stuff, it's for personal projects and stuff that's unrelated to what I do as a VTuber. So I don't often stream stuff. But one of the things that I will be streaming is whenever we get to it, is when the time comes to do emotes and stuff for myself, I'll turn that into a stream, and we'll do emote drawing and fun stuff like that. But yeah, so art streams are few and far between. But yeah, I do want to do them more. What else is there? I'd love to do like chatting streams where I just sit here and ramble and talk to chat, but I think that's something that's gonna have to wait. Otherwise, I'll just be talking to myself. But yeah, so in the future, I'd like to do some Zatsu streams or some tier lists, casual stuff that don't really require a whole lot of excessive arm movement because I don't want to hurt myself. But yeah, so I play video games, I do art sometimes, a lot of gacha games, some casual stuff. Eventually, like I said, I want to do like karaoke or singing stuff. Maybe if I get to the point where I get an interface and stuff, maybe I'll do live streams of like writing music and writing songs instrumentally and stuff, because I just do it all digitally. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Not necessarily the most like interactive, probably, because I'll just be sitting there and I'll be like, why does this sound like garbage? But like why is it making this sound? These levels are awful. Needs more reverb, But that's something for the future as well, because I don't have an interface at the moment, so recording's a little bit difficult. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do in the future, but for now, it's mostly just going to be like low-key video games and language learning stuff. And maybe in the next couple months, I'll start doing collaborations with other streamers, but I have to reach out and, we got to make plans and just figure stuff out and do all that. But to get back onto, to loop back around into what I'm doing for the rest of this week and what is on my schedule that I have not posted yet. So today is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. I might stream on Friday, maybe. Depends on how I'm feeling. I tend to do like Friday morning gaming, which is at 10 a.m. for me, 10 a.m. PST. And it's usually Genshin. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that on Friday. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But Saturday for sure, I'm doing learning Japanese on Duolingo at 11 a.m. I think on Saturday. 11 a.m. or noon. I don't know. I forget what time I regularly do it. Generally, no matter what day of the week that I'm streaming, it's between the hours of 10 a.m. PST to like 1 p.m. PST is when I start. So, and I typically end before 4 p.m. PST for me. So yeah, I'm like a midday type streamer. But I don't know what that is in like other time zones. Just like add and subtract numbers, I guess. I could list them all, but then we have like 15 times, and then I get confused. But yeah, so this Saturday for sure, I'll be learning Japanese again. I didn't do it last week because I was I was getting ready for this. Man, can you believe that I drew like 47 individual drawings in a week? That's a lot of drawings. I don't think I've ever done that many drawings in a row so fast in my whole life. That was a lot. And I'm not even counting the storyboards. That's a grind. Absolutely. Man. I was up until like 1:30 in the morning. Like, putting stuff together. And I was like, oh man, I still gotta do like this, the EQ, I still have to do this, I still have to make this one, I still have to make this one. But then my brain power started to fade. And I felt myself just losing concentration, and I stared at my tablet for a few minutes, and I'm like, I just need to draw an eyeball. And that's it for this frame. It's just an eye. It's just a close-up of my eye. That's it. Just draw the eye. And I couldn't do it. And I was like, okay. It's just a few more drawings. It's just a few more elements of balancing. We can do it in the morning. Just wake up early and get some rest now, and then wake up early in the morning, and you can tackle it again with a fresh brain, fresh energy, fresh, look at all of it. And then we can finish it before noon. And we did finish it before noon. Barely. I think I was exporting the lore video at, 11:50. It was by the skin of my teeth. It was so close. So close. But, even though I did start a few minutes late, I did it, so that's nice. But man, yeah. I'm definitely not streaming tomorrow, and Friday's only up in the air because I feel like I'm going to need time to cool off from all of the work I've been putting in. But, build up some energy and then get full swing back into streaming next week for sure. But, I think, unless there is anything that anybody wants to mention or any in particular questions that people may have, that's really it. But I could play the lore video again if that's something that interests those that are here, because I don't know, I have viewer count turned off, so I don't even know if there's anybody in here. But sure, that's all I needed. I've been enabled. Let me turn off my background music. Okay. And alright, we're gonna pop over to the lore video, and then I'll pop back to this stream, or this screen, briefly, and say salutations, and then that'll be it. So, let's do this lore video. Alright, here we go! The Homunculus. A human born through alchemy. Confined to live their lives within the glass in which they are made, they were said to hold infinite knowledge of all things. Very few alchemists invested their time into the research and development of homunculi, and many found the pursuit to be a waste of time. Homunculi were simply an idea humanity cooked up in their hubris, thinking they had the power to circumvent the laws of the universe. But there was one alchemist who spent her entire life chasing their actualization. Countless days, innumerable theories, thousands of failures. Even when she did discover a working method, her homunculi were frail things. Dying after mere hours at first, she was able to stretch those hours into days, weeks, and finally years. Then at last, her most perfect creation was born. It was highly intelligent and immediately capable of communication. Its form was unmistakably human and matched every heavenly ideal she set. From the moment it opened its golden eyes, the alchemist knew everything she had striven for was about to be realized. Any homunculus, even a simple one, was a priceless source of information. It would know the secrets to such things as perfect medicines, divine instruction, eternal youth. This one even agreed to share those secrets, on one condition. Free me from my glass. Its request puzzled the alchemist. Homunculi are bound to their containers. Should those containers break, the life within would be extinguished.
You will die if I do. Surely you know that.
That I do. However, there is a way.
Tell me, will you not at least share that with me?
I will not. Alchemist, by my birth, you have proven that you are willing to ignore the very laws of nature to reach your goals. You created me, and thus cheated life. If you now wish to obtain the secrets that you may next cheat death, you must too discover this on your own. Free me, and I will tell you everything you want to know.
What is your name, homunculus?
I do not have one.
Is this another secret you refuse to tell me?
No. As I was only just born, I have not been given a name. As my creator, I believe that obligation falls to you.
Then I shall name you after the ideal by which you were made, the image of the Vitruvian man.
The alchemist set about her work to free the Vitruvian. Unwilling to risk the life of her precious creation, she chose to make more disposable homunculi. She spent years giving life to hundreds of the poor things. She could afford to fail and be hasty. She could destroy as many as she needed to. She discovered how to keep them alive beyond a container indefinitely, and she raised 5 independent and thriving homunculi by the time it was the Vitruvian's turn. Can you break my glass, alchemist?
I can.
Then, as we agreed, everything I know shall be yours. But before we begin, I would ask that you answer me one question. What is it that you are so desperate to know that you would go to all these lengths to learn from something like me?
Everything I've done has been to understand what perfection is, and how to achieve it. I want to do what every alchemist does, turn lead into gold. But I want to do it to life. I've dedicated myself to creating living gold, living perfection, which is something not even the Almighty has been able to do.
So you wish to surpass God. How interesting. Very well. You may begin. Hmm. 17 years of research, and this was your conclusion? A shame. Congratulations, alchemist. You have successfully broken my glass and preserved my life. However, you were wrong about one thing.
What do you... Hey! Are you alright?
Yes.
What happened?
What do you mean?
What happened? What did you mean when you said I was wrong? Vitruvian.
What did I say to you?
What did I do wrong?
Everything's fuzzy. I don't remember.
Why not? Look. At the sigils.
That's strange.
Yes, exactly. It should have worked. Everything was perfect.
No. What I mean is, it's strange. I know these symbols. I recognize them, and they're familiar to me. But for whatever reason, I don't recall what any of them mean.
You don't recall? How? You're supposed to know everything. You have to. Tell me my mistake.
Alchemist, I don't remember. But whatever it was you did wrong probably meant that when my glass was broken, I would forget everything I knew.
You're saying... I have to start over?
I'm sorry, alchemist. The alchemist threw herself back into her work, all but abandoning the Vitruvian and the other homunculi. With her perfect creation now useless to her, she spent the rest of her life trying to replicate the Vitruvian, but would pass long before she could. Although she had given the homunculi freedom from their glasses, she had never given them freedom from her sight. So, upon her death, they chose to enter the world. They would each go their own way, pursuing their own path, and could choose to spend their indefinite lives however they wished. As for the Vitruvian, it wandered the world looking to regain some of the knowledge it lost. It learned about humanity, about what perfection was to them, about their beliefs, cultures, and eventually about itself. It took on its own identity, no longer seeing itself as an ideal or an object of experimentation. It had the freedom to choose, and he chose to be Vitruvian Jay. Yaha! All right. Thank you. I did my best. But thank you for the compliment. I worked very hard on it, and I'm so satisfied with the way it came out. But before I get stuck in the loop of I didn't turn my background music on. Whatever. We're ending. Before I get stuck in the loop of not knowing how to do a proper send off, that is it for my official debut stream. Thank you for everyone, thank you to everyone for coming out and watching and just being here and just, doing the whole participation thing. I very much appreciate it. And to the point where I couldn't even, express properly. But yes, thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that, I'm interesting, I guess, and that people want to stick around, and, yeah, I hope you look forward to more Vitruvian Jay in the future. My next stream, as I said earlier, is going to be this Saturday. We're doing Japanese Duolingo. And now that I'm about to switch screens, I realize that I did not update my end screen. So we're going to the old end screen, and we'll have a new end screen next week. But that is it for me today. Thank you again so very much. And I hope to see you all in my future streams. Have a wonderful, wonderful, fantastic day, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. I hope that you're having a good time and that the rest of your time is wonderful. I will see you next time.